Okay, everyone. First of all, thank you for joining the webinar today to learn about the new payment solution that Booking.com has come up with. I think it's going to be a game changer for you all because it's going to help with invalid credit cards. It's going to help with fraud. It's going to help with a lot of things that are going to help you out in your business. Let me introduce myself. I'm Paula Bushy with Booking Pal. I am the Senior Director of National Sales here. And I'd also like to introduce you to Emily Tosick of Booking.com. She is going to be the one to explain everything about this amazing new program. And with that, I will hand it over to Emily. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Paula. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And thank you to Booking Pal for supporting us and getting this set up. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I hope to answer all of your questions today in an effort to respect everyone's time. Booking Pal will be collecting any additional questions, and a Booking.com representative will follow up with an answer. So with that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So thank you again for joining us today. I'm going to be talking about our new payment solution. Our internal team has worked really hard to tailor something specific to property managers, and I'm so excited to share payments-by-booking.com with you here today. So what is Payments by Booking? Payments by Booking is a trusted platform for guests to pay you, the partner, and it's facilitated through Stripe. And when guests pay, you'll receive a bank transfer to you, the partner. Enrolling in Payments by Booking will result in increased revenue security, a decrease in cancellations, less fraudulent bookings, and no chargebacks. Booking.com is going to be covering chargebacks indefinitely. We're also pleased to announce that we are going to be waiving all payment processing fees until the end of 2023. So this is the perfect time to give Payments by Booking a try, and it's completely free until the end of 2023. So how do Payments by Booking work? So with a partnership through Stripe, the way it would work is your guest would pay Booking.com via Stripe. And then we would facilitate the payment, and those payments are then directly bank transferred into the partner's account on the day of that guest's arrival. This offers your guests different methods of payment that you may not currently accept, some different methods of payment that are maybe more popular internationally or in different countries. Using Payments by Booking, it gives guests more flexibility in the way that they pay, and in turn results in increased reservations for you because they're able to choose their method of payment. All payouts that you, the partner, receive are going to be in a gross lump sum on the day of that customer's arrival. So I'll get more into how that will look and that process a little bit later on in the presentation. So some of the main benefits of joining Payments by Booking. So far, with our property management companies who have already joined, they've seen a 14% decrease in cancellations. This gives you less operational issues dealing with guest cancellations. Booking.com is going to handle all of those for you and deal with anything guest payment related on your behalf. So the anecdotal feedback that I've gotten from my partners is enrolling in Payments by Booking has resulted in a major decrease in some of the operational tasks that surround collecting payments, reaching out for invalid credit cards, or even handling any chargebacks. From the guest side, I'm sorry, that is the wrong one. From more surrounding the operational workload. Again, booking.com, I already touched on this a little bit, but we will be handling all cancellations, no-shows, invalid credit cards, fraudulent payments, and chargebacks. So what that means for you, if a customer no-shows to your property, you will still have that guaranteed payout in alignment with your current policies. So no more chasing down people for payment if they don't show up, or cancel with an invalid credit card, because booking.com will handle all of that on your behalf. Moving on. From the guest side, this gives customers more confidence when they're booking. So when a customer books a reservation through using payments by booking, they'll see on their credit card statement, booking.com, they'll know exactly how much they're being charged and exactly when they're being charged. This results in more trust from the guests, that they know exactly when they're being charged and who they're being charged by. It also, I touched on this a little bit earlier, also offers the guests more payment options. So if your current process, you don't accept a certain form of payment, payments by booking is going to accept that payment, and through Stripe, convert that into a bank transfer that will be sent to you directly on their day of arrival. So the key benefits of joining payments by booking, and I'm sure this is what you're all most interested about, is one, the cancellations, the reduction in cancellations by 14%. Booking.com is going to validate all of the payments, and those are guaranteed to you. Guests feel more confident. They're paying through a trusted platform, and they know exactly when and how they will be charged. For the partner, no more operational workload as far as payments go. So no more chasing down invalid credit cards, no more processing multiple payments at different times, and also offering you the fraud and chargeback protection that some payment processes may not have that same coverage. For payments by booking, you're also guaranteed all of your gross revenue for that total reservation. So like I said before, if a customer has an invalid credit card or they no-show, that payment is still guaranteed to you, the partner, and is transferred to you on the day of that customer's arrival. As far as the increase in bookings that we've seen, participation in payments by booking has resulted in a 10% increase in bookings for our partners who are already taking advantage of using it. The main reason being that it gives the guest multiple different options with how they can pay. Having more options and ways to pay results in additional bookings for you, the partner. So far, our partners who have been using payments by booking have had really positive things to say about using payments by booking.com so far. Anecdotally, at BRMA, one of our largest partners in the US said that since he's enrolled in payments by booking, it's essentially kind of overnight taken away some of the operational issues that they had using booking.com in the past. Joining payments by booking is really easy. So many of you have probably used Stripe in the past, and that is who we're partnering with to offer payments by booking to you. The first steps in enrollment would be checking your email to see if you have an invitation to join payments by booking. If you don't see that email, you can go ahead and check on your group extranet dashboard. Under your finance tab, you'll see an area that says payments by booking. And I'll share some landing pages of what that looks like in a little bit. You'll go through a partner verification with Stripe. Once you're verified, you'll be able to enroll all of your listings in bulk to payments by booking. If for some reason you don't see the payments by booking under your finance tab, please feel free to reach out to us through the extranet inbox, and we will be able to look into the back end on why that option is not yet available for you. So going over the opt-in process in more depth, this is what you're going to see on your group dashboard when you're enrolling in payments by booking. You'll see a finance tab, and under that, you'll have a drop down with payments by booking, where you see this get started button that will then take you to the Stripe verification process. Okay, so once you go through the verification process, you'll fill in some information about your business and some information about yourself. Something to note here, this is something that I get asked frequently. So just to clear this up, when you go through the verification process, there does need to be a business representative tied to the Stripe account. So it will ask for a personal name in association with your company information. So just to give you some peace of mind, it is not Booking.com or Stripe collecting your personal information. It's simply to verify that the person signing up for this has the authorization to input any financial details for the business as a whole. So once you fill out your information through Stripe, it will look like this. This is where you'll go through the verification process, fill in all of your information as your business details, and then again, the business representative details. And then you'll be able to review all of your details before it's submitted. So proof check for any errors, make sure that your banking details are correct prior to submitting. And then once you are finished, you'll be able to then activate payments by booking. You'll see on your finance page if your Stripe verification process has been successful or has failed. So if it's failed, you'll receive the reason why, and you'll be able to resubmit for the verification process. After you've gone through the enrollment and have been verified by Stripe, under your bulk editing, and this is where you already do many things within Booking.com for your entire portfolio. So it's going to be under your bulk editing section. You'll be able to activate payments by booking for all of your listings at once. Something to note here, you don't have to use payments by booking for every one of your listings. You can select which properties you would like to enroll when you're going through the bulk editing section. Something else important to note about this, when you are enrolling with payments by booking, if you add additional listings to your portfolio, you will have to enroll those into payments by booking. They won't automatically be enrolled. So just something to note there and to keep in mind when you add properties. After you've enrolled your properties, you will be able to see that they were applied and successful under the bulk editing history section. Once payments by booking is fully activated, you'll then have the payment setting dashboard, which I'll go into a little bit more detail further down the presentation, but this is going to be your command center for anything payments related. And then through Booking Pal, so any reservation made that has been prepaid through payments by booking, you'll see in the comments section of your property management system that identifies the reservation as a prepaid reservation paid through payments by booking. On your group reservations page in the Booking.com extranet, you'll be able to see under the status, if it says okay, paid online, that means that the payment was facilitated through payments by booking, and you can match and reconcile any payout information for the reservations that you have within your PMS. But just something to note, they will be identified that they've been prepaid through payments by booking. So receiving payouts, this is, I'm sure, everyone's favorite topic. Everyone loves to be paid. And the way that it works with payments by booking. So as I mentioned earlier, Stripe, when a guest makes a reservation through booking.com, Stripe will then convert that payment into a bank transfer. That bank transfer will be sent directly to you on the day of the customer's arrival, and that will be for all of your bookings. So you'll receive one payout for all of your arrivals on that day. You'll also receive a statement from booking.com, whoever your finance contact is within the booking.com extranet, that will show you which reservations that they were associated with, and then the payouts broken down per reservation. Payouts typically take between 1 to 3 days to reach your bank account, depending on what financial institution you're using, but they are transferred on the day of arrival. Something else to note, you'll receive the total gross amount for that reservation without commission having been taken out. So you'll still pay commission to booking.com through the process that you are already doing that, whether that be through paying through the extranet or direct debit. For payment reconciliation, this is what that payout statement email is going to look like down here. It's going to show all of your reservations on that day and then the gross amount of what you are receiving per reservation, so you can then reconcile with your total gross payout. You can also go into the booking.com extranet and download the payout statements as well from the finance tab. If someone who is not the finance contact needs to look at those payout details, they will all be within the extranet. Okay, so this is what I was referring to earlier as the payment setting page. This is going to be your command center for anything payments by booking related. You'll be able to see which of your properties are enrolled. If any of your properties that are eligible are not currently a part of payments by booking, you'll also be able to remove properties from payments by booking and update your bank details if any of that changes. If you prefer to have your statement sent at a different frequency as opposed to the daily statement, you can also make those changes within the payment settings. You're also going to have access to any FAQs as well as a user guide for more in-depth training in regards to payments by booking. If you need to change any of your Stripe information, the payment settings page is going to be where you go for your anything payments related. So now I want to go over our most commonly asked questions since this product has been rolled out. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but if you add a new listing to your portfolio, will it automatically be enrolled in payments by booking? No. So make sure when you add new listings that you want to be a part of payments by booking, that you go into the extranet and ensure that you enroll them under the bulk editing section of the booking.com extranet. That being said, we will also, they also need to be open and bookable in order to enroll. Sorry, I had a little frog in my throat. So something to note, if you are having difficulty enrolling or for some reason you can't add it under bulk editing, make sure that property is open and bookable first or in an active status, because you will not be able to enroll in payments by booking if it is in any sort of closed status or not bookable for reservations. And another question that we frequently get asked, will booking.com be the merchant of record? And the answer to that is no. So you will still, the property management company will remain the merchant of record and be responsible for any tax calculations or remittance. Booking.com is simply a way to facilitate payment to you via bank transfers. So we will not be the merchant of record. I know that this gets brought up a lot, so I just want to really reiterate that you, the property management company, will still remain the merchant of record. How will Booking.com handle chargebacks, fraud, and invalid credit cards? So Booking.com is going to handle all of those things. Anything fraudulent, if there is a chargeback, you, the property management company, won't even know about it. We're covering that indefinitely, and we will handle all of those operational issues with the guest directly. I know as far as invalid credit cards and handling any fraudulent reservations, this has been allowed our property management companies to spend a lot more time optimizing their business and spending less time on some of these kind of nuances that come with charging credit cards on a daily basis. Invalid credit cards, like I said, Booking.com is covering those, and payouts are guaranteed in line with your policies. On another note, as far as any cancellations, we will also automatically collect any cancellation funds for you, and those will be paid to you the same way that your daily reservation payouts are paid. And I brought this up earlier, but just to reiterate again, commission will not be taken out of the gross payouts. So you will still go through the same process to pay commission that you would prior to enrolling in payments by booking. Okay, so some of the key takeaway here, as we're ending the end of the presentation, why it's important to use payments by booking, decrease fraudulent bookings, invalid credit cards, cancellation note, and no-shows. This is a secure way for your customers to pay, and it also streamlines any of your payment processes that you currently have in place. Also, you will be able to maximize payout convenience for your guests, giving them many different options to pay you, the host, allowing more flexibility for the guest and resulting in increased reservations for you. One more thing that I wanted to touch on. Right now, all Booking.com home properties are getting a ranking boost in visibility. This will soon go away for properties not enrolled in payments by booking. So just something else to consider when enrolling in payments by booking. More details to come about that ranking boost further down the line. So thank you everyone for joining us. That is the end of the presentation here. Like I said, if any questions arise, you will get a follow-up from a Booking.com representative to answer those if you have any lingering questions. As always, you can contact us through the extranet inbox. And I want to thank BookingPal for hosting us here today. We are wishing everyone an amazing 2023 with lots of happy guests and increased reservations. And thank you so much for your partnership.
Oops. Just like Emily said, we definitely want to thank you all for getting on. The fees that they were talking about being waived for 2023 is the processing fee, I believe. Is
Yes.
that correct? Okay.
Correct. So there's no fees associated with using payments by booking right now. No fees until the end of 2023. So using payments by booking will be completely free. There's no sort of ACH bank transfer fee or any sort of credit card processing fee associated with using payments by booking now. More details will be released on what that cost will look like after 2023. But what I can say is it will be no higher than what current credit card processing fees charged by Stripe are, which I believe are in the 2.5% range right now.
Okay, that's awesome, Emily. Thank you so much for putting this together for us. And just for everybody on the call, if you are currently a client and you're wanting to change over to the payments by booking, you'll just go through the steps that Emily discussed. And Emily, just making sure you're going to send me over the presentation as well, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So this presentation can be shared. And If any additional questions come up, we will be able to get an answer to Paula and reach out to you directly or through Booking Pal. I did see one question come up about if this is available worldwide. Right now, this is available for our property management companies within the United States. I know there are plans for it to be released in different countries later down the line, but I don't have details on a timeline of when that will happen.
And as I said, if you are a current client, just get with me and I will put you in contact with the account manager in your area with booking.com to make sure we get that done for you. If you are not yet a current client with Booking Pal or booking.com, please reach out to me. It is Paula at mybookingpal.com, and we can discuss how to get you on to booking.com and how you can use this payments by booking. Honestly, folks, I think this is a no-brainer, and mainly because I know one of the biggest pain points for the property managers are the invalid credit cards. And with invalid credit cards basically going away with this program, there's no reason not to have your properties on booking.com. Plain and simple. Okay, with that, folks, we're going to call it a day. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me, Paula at mybookingpal.com. And I'm happy to get you in contact with our booking.com counterparts so that we can get you going as quickly as possible. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Paula.
much.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you.